And I already, like, honestly, after coaching you so much, I already hear your voice, like, in my head. But I was this, I was scared, blah, blah, blah. Like, just literally listen to me, like, exactly. You should be pushing here. Again, it's 5v3, you didn't take any map control, you're just useless. No need for any util from green. Please, I'm gonna ask you. Don't ask for util randomly when it's 5v4. You're creating chaos. You're actually gonna not check that. Bro, you literally did util and then you didn't check the angle, right? See? And there is a guy like, on the street and saying like this. Do you go up to him and say, bro, why do you do this? Why stop doing this? Why do you do this? Hello guys, this was a demo review of my student Reckless. His main issues throughout our previous coaching was weak mindset and being depressed. I pointed out his mistakes and gave him advice how to fix them, mixing in some mindset coaching. Enjoy the video. I'm just gonna go like, since it's a short game, I wanna go like super deep on the details and every single small thing you could have done better. So, because a lot of people, a lot of times, you think like you're hopeless, right? You couldn't do anything, the game was already lost, the teammates were shit and stuff. So I just wanna like make you see all the little things that you could have done better. Okay, let's listen to the calls.
Okay, average monster.
I play camera.
I play B. Middle.
Okay,
Your biggest saints. Give me bomb, give me bomb.
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick, very interesting. Reported after first round. Well, okay, your teammates weren't the best when it comes to mentality. So you're following this guy with the bomb, that's actually a good call, and I hope you don't peek that before your teammates fight. And now your teammate was fighting, so you should have peeked here. Like, your teammate is behind you fighting this already, right? And you're not peeking. At this moment, you hear your teammate shoot, you should peek this. This guy is fighting your teammate and he's not ready for you to peek from the right. So just be more, just be quicker to react to your teammates fighting, right? See, he's fighting literally, and this guy is like full focused on him. Like, see, full focused on him, you could have picked him right now. At this moment, you could have just shot him.
Blue is not coming, purple is not coming.
But it's... I know they're not coming, okay? Chill. I'm not blaming you that they're not coming. But what you could have done, you could have picked, as you can see, right? So again, you're like pushing out, right? You're just like walking around, shifting with your knife. Imagine purple is saying, oh, Reckless is not coming. And you're saying, oh, they're not coming. And everybody's saying they're not coming. Fuck, this sounds fucking bad, but... What I mean is that you can be the leader by example, not by like saying shit. So you just can push in, try to get an entry. Because I'm sure you kill that mid guy, this round spirals into your advantage. Okay, this is good. Oh, quite... So maybe like try to strafe with A and D, right? Put your crosshair, because you're pressing W when you're peeking. You should have put your crosshair here and just peek like this, and then I'm sure you're getting this kill. Or maybe even 2 kills. So this is good, but just don't be so slow. Like, you just need to push closer to them. Just shooting at that like that into walls. So I'm noting every small thing. So first of all, peek with your teammate mid if he's already fighting. Second of all, peek dark / con with better crosshair placement. And I already, like, honestly, after coaching you so much, I already hear your voice, like, in my head. But I was this, I was scared, blah, blah, blah. Like, just literally listen to me, like, exactly. You should be pushing here. Nice. This is good. If you do that faster, you push up, I think because you have money for a Galil. And look at their money. They have, like, 2 M4s only. And the other weapons are shit. So you have, like, even, I would say, advantage with the Galil, right? So that's nice. And you're deciding to go towards A alone, while dropping the bomb to mid. Maybe when you have a Galil and your teammates have some shittier weapons, you could go with them and peek behind them and use them as bait, right? Good peeking. A bit too small peaks, so I'm gonna note it. Make the peaks slightly bigger. A main example. They could be slightly bigger. This is quite fine to do that. You're kind of on a close range angle versus weapons. You're going with your teammate. This is completely fine. You have one guy only, and this is my student, by the way, on A side. So let's see how I taught him to play A. And he re-peeks that angle, yeah? Well, you didn't clear that. To be fair, like if you cleared that left side of side angle, you would be way better. Because you could clear right now right side of side, then heaven, and now, since no one's heaven, peek left side of side. So I'm gonna note here. Clear left side of A side when going through A main. So if you got fucked because you didn't expect an angle, and now he's gonna kill your teammate or your team, yeah. You're buying a Tech 9, and you're actually buying Kevlar as well. But that's because you have the loss bonus, so that's fine. That's quite okay. Let's see what you do with it. So, remember when I showed you like plays you could do with Tech 9, so going con through water, maybe using a smoke. Maybe instead of buying helmet, you could have bought a smoke and just did some kind of a play towards con instead of just going here and waiting and doing nothing, right? Oh, never mind, your teammates have AKs. Oh, actually, you guys are buying. Okay, so when your teammates are buying, buy util and take con, for example. So, be more useful with Tech 9. Here, there is no reason for you to save 1,000. Like 1,000 won't do shit for you. And again, you're quite slow to peek. Like, look how you're hesitating, right? As you see this guy peek, right at this moment you should be pushing. And let's say, like, let's look at the timer and see how much time you left. 1. So you're at 59, right? You should be 1 second earlier. Then you can actually fight while your teammate is fighting. But now you fight alone. So again, I'm gonna note ×2, fight faster when your teammates are fighting.
Good job.
Maybe con.
1B. Check A.
So basically in this round you were just useless for the whole round. You didn't take any map control.
One is going B.
It's really bad.
Okay, here again you're going towards B, so you're not taking mid control, not taking con control, you're just sitting in front of B. You're just not taking map control. Again, it's 5v3, you didn't take any map control, you're just useless. So I'm gonna note here. Take map control to make impact, instead of sitting in front of B. Hey gamer, if you're currently stuck in your rank or you just keep staying around the same elo and you're annoyed by that, check out CS2 Improvement Camp, first link down below. What is it? Well, basically it's a community with 200 people at the moment where I keep messaging you and I keep in touch with you every single day. There's all my courses in there, there's weekly calls, 2 times 2 hours with me personally reviewing your demos. And the best part about it is you can start for free 7 days trial. So check out the first link in the description and let's get back to the video. Here you have an AK, no util, which is okay. And let's see what you're gonna do with an AK. So this is a perfect moment for the plays that you were doing before, because you don't have any util. So what you can do, you can just go to B, for example, and try to get a peek. Go to A and try to get a peek, because you don't have any util. Or you can go water as well and hold con. Maybe they peek into you, it's for 0, maybe they get overconfident. But let's see what you do with this AK to make impact in this round. Okay, great. Entry. The guy pushing A like an idiot. Very nice.
Can you give util green?
No need for any util from green. Please. I'm gonna ask you. Don't ask for util randomly when it's 5v4. You're creating chaos. Because you guys did... You're saying go A, but look at your team. One is in front of B, one is in front of mid, one is fighting mid. There is no point to call anything here. You need to understand when it makes sense to call. Because you should not call let's go A and expect your teammates to group. What you should do is you look where your teammates are. If they are all towards A, then say I'm gonna smoke. If you see all of them towards A, right? Of course, making that kind of a call is good in a team, but in the pack, fuck it, bro. Just don't do any util.
Come mid, green. Come mid.
See? Oh, never mind.
Wait, green. Wait for blue.
See, you're like trying to micromanage them. Just go with your teammate. He can literally die now. Just look at where your teammate is. Go with him and trade him, right? There is only one player here with a FAMAS, right? I swear to God, if number 8 dies, it's your problem because you're throwing util that nobody's like really following.
Close camera.
Blue, come.
So let's see. Okay, now, when they are 2 in A main, that actually makes sense to throw util. But it also would be completely fine for you to not throw any util. So, for future, I would recommend for you to not do anything like that, ever. Like, never say, like, let's come somewhere, I will throw util. Because look, one of your teammates is still in mid, one is still B, they don't even listen, right? So, what you could have done, literally, I'm telling you right now what you could have done. Take your weapon and follow these guys, and that's it. That's what I would have done if I play in this match. I would never throw this util. So, just follow these guys. But if you see everybody towards B, then it's okay. Because right now, this number 4, let's say he gets lucky, he gets a double kill. Number 5, let's say he gets lucky, he kills number 7. Now, it's 2v2, and they know that you're coming A, and you have a lot less chance, right?
A push
It's
one.
a.
You're actually gonna not check that. Bro, you literally did util and then you didn't check the angle, right? See? But by the way, there is a better util if you're actually executing. You're not going to cut off rotations, but you're going to smoke and molly the angles that actually like gonna kill you if they're inside, right? So I will show you that, but apart from that, just I will note here. Don't try to throw util. Clearing angles is way more important. Imagine you come out here without util. What do you think to molly right now when you are here with 2 of your teammates? In my mind, it's like, okay, I'm here, they're not picking me, let me molly heaven and go plant. Does that make sense? So you would literally molly that guy if you would like be thinking logically. But yeah.
Good job.
Well played.
Really, this is really important concept that you need to understand. This whole like
Still can do something.
my whole talk about this like decisions of throwing the util, forgetting to clear that angle on the right heaven. I will make a note, expect right side heaven a guy hiding, and also expect side guy hiding, because I don't remember you clearing side. You could have mollied, but
We can
Yes.
So too
it,
late.
Why do I care about his AVG?
no, I mean make another note. Don't engage in talking about bullshit. Because what you're trying to do here is you're trying to motivate your teammate who's an idiot. Imagine you're on the street, going on the street to your shop, and there is a guy on the street and saying like this. Do you go up to him and say, bro, why do you do this? Why stop doing this? Why do you do this? No, you just go to the shop, you just go do your own things. It's the same in the game. You just go do your own things. Go take map control. Go pick angles.
Because he's baiting so much.
See, like, you're trying to talk to him. This guy is saying he's baiting so much because he's an idiot, obviously. He's never gonna improve in this game with this mindset. That's why you need to go past it. Just do your own thing. Soon, you will be higher elo. Will be less people like that.
Forget about them. Let's just play.
It's good advice, but it's a waste of your energy.
Maybe try do something.
And he has
See,
same kills as you.
Still have a chance.
All of them.
You still have chance. That's good. Like, you can say that, but maybe frame it a bit differently. Don't say we still have a chance. Say like, I mean, this is a good saying actually, because you still have a chance. Like 5-0, maybe some people are depressed after that, so you can actually like say that. Oh, that's good. That's good. You're saying this. Or you can say like, don't panic, guys. We got this. I remember Simple was saying this in his packs when he was losing. Don't panic, we got this. Or like, just focus. Or you can say like, focus, guys. Let's win this round, or something like this. I mean, this is not bad what you were saying.
Flash your mid.
Going solo. And you don't have any weapon here, any util here, so that's okay to pick these angles. You didn't know they have ult, so... But the point is, when they are 5-0 and they have shit ton of money, I mean, they don't have that much money, but they have pretty good money. What I would do, I would expect ops on 5-0 and every round lost from you. So, expect ops when it's 5-0. And if you wanna go A, jiggle instead of peeking. Because peeking is good against rifles, but against ops, peeking, maybe if you're like wide swinging shit, but if you're like just peeking into the angle where the op is on, no chance, brother.
Oh,
Nice.
main.
So it was a good play if it wasn't 5-0. It's a bad play if it's 5-0 and you can kind of predict that they might have pulled out an op. Since now you know that they have ops, I would like to see you do a play where you're using utility, because I'm gonna note here. Buy worse weapons, Mach 10 for example, versus ops. Because util is counter to an op. Imagine you do the con play, right? You go inside con with a Mach 10. The op is not gonna be very comfortable on site if you guys execute B. But compared to that, if you're just with an AK picking angles versus ops, you're gonna get fucked.
Okay, okay.
Can you drop his smoke?
And if you do... That's actually a good question. And again, you're not taking any map control, okay? So... Oh, this is not necessary. Again,
Maybe shade.
zero map control, right? Well, I don't know what you're smoking. Oh, left side. Okay, nice smoke. I didn't even know it lands like that. This is cool. This is gonna be the round you guys win, I assume. So it was randomly won by you. You didn't do much in this round, right? But you also didn't do any mistakes, so...
Yeah, I can. Okay.
Safe, we could've-
Okay, now you have util. I want you to take map control of util. And you're doing it.
Smoke. Okay, he's there.
Flashing, push, push, push. Push again.
Nice, good job.
Going back.
You could ask maybe to switch with this guy who has op. Actually, never mind, he's low as well.
Run and push through it.
Fuck, man. If you see your teammate standing like that, you need to actually jiggle the angle, because you didn't like jiggle enough so he sees you, see? Like, you should be like this. And then you should be honestly extending with a molly maybe even, or like mollying this and not caring about your teammate. Because right now, I think you might die and maybe you even lose this round. Like, you might lose this round. Yeah,
Two-way main.
you could have mollied this, right? So, bigger jiggles, so your enemy actually sees you if you're baiting for someone. Use your molly in post plant as much as you can. You had molly, you could have baited more. See, there's so much things you could have done better.
We'll play bro. Don't smoke me, main.
And this is... Yeah, you should not get into this bad mindset, because, listen, you need to understand that it's literally like a butterfly effect. Like, every single round you play here, like, for example, this mistake you've done now, right? Instead of thinking about what could I have done better in that round, you are writing on chat, right? Fuck this writing on chat and talking to your randoms if they're toxic. Just mute or ignore. I personally like to ignore because it's like a mental challenge for me to ignore people. But you can just mute. No problem, you know?
How did I finish that?
Okay,
Nice, good job.
nice.
So don't write bullshit in chat about your teammates. Even
Nice, one more.
if they are toxic.
Low.
Nice.
Low.
You finally managed to take some map control. But that's super late, you know? And you're also not going inside con, right? With this play you need to go inside con before the smoke extinguishes.
Nice.
So improve the con play by doing a smoother example in the recording.
And what you want?
Yeah, bro, you can't write the position of your enemy, like, ever. I don't give a fuck what he did to you. You can literally be calling your mom a whore, and you still should not do this shit. Because, ultimately, it doesn't contribute to you winning, you know? And if you're not trying to win, while winning is the most fun thing you can do in CS, you're just fucking yourself up.
Thanks.
Don't want top alright.
Oh, interesting night. Never seen this. Probably stolen some from some pro game. Cool little trick. Not bad, not bad. And here you don't have like a proper counter strafe. So you're just like, right now you should have stopped and shot him, but you do another small movement with S and E, right? So you're trying to steal plays from the pro games, but at the same time you can't even counter strafe. How does that make sense, right? So again, counter strafing. Don't use W and A at the same time.
Back. Don't peek, don't peek.
I think you jiggled your crosshair because you didn't have good crosshair placement as you were swinging. See, you should have placed your crosshair right now here and did a swing with a D, right? But you're not doing that. You're keeping your crosshair super tight to the wall as you're peeking, and you're moving your crosshair as you're peeking. That's why right now, instead of just adjusting and shooting, you're wiggling your crosshair because your mouse is outside of your mouse pad center. See, did you see this wiggle to the left? This was the problem here. And now to the right, I mean now you're trying to control the spray, but you wiggled to the left because you wasn't in the center. You just didn't pre-aim this angle properly. Yeah, cool idea. I'm not hating on this shit. This is cool as fuck. You're missing it. I don't even know this, so I'm not gonna pretend like I know. I mean, I know this is like a pro play, or maybe you found it out yourself, but I'm not pretending I know how to line this up.
Peek it again.
What could have you done here? Again, you're not taking map control. So you're just being useless. You're just doing nothing, standing in spawn. Pretty much every round on this T side. So again, it's like already a 2v5 and now you're throwing execute. So one rule is like you don't execute in 2vx's. Don't execute. Nothing against using util in 2vx's, but just randomly throwing a molotov doesn't help. So I wouldn't do that. See, he's like the molly ended and you're coming, so not a bad peek. Please check right side. Yes, you check right side now. You learn. I like that you're learning live. And good job here, bro. Good job. Sick. Oh, come on. You got this, bro. This is so unaware. So you're like checking A main after he shot, right? You're just not aware how many people are alive. Be more aware of how many people are alive. I mean, you were killing them, right? And you surely, when you were pushing aim, and you knew that it's a 3v2 for them. So if you kill 2 people, the last one is here. Like, you don't need to check aim, man. This is just lack of focus, I think. Well played, bro. This is a good round.
Stairs, AVP.
One mid pushing. A, I think.
Except. I'm going A.
Yes.
Again, good peeking. You should expect one more on A. No need to do this. You just killed the rotation player, and now you're peeking with W again. Look, you peek with A and D, right? And you press W. You press the W and D at the same time. What you should do is you should put your crosshair here and swing past the whole angle. There's no need to dissecting the angles because you're already making steps. They already know about you. So peek wider, if they already know about you. Wider crosshair placement, and don't use W when peeking. Super important, because right now you press W and D as a habit. Terrible habit to have.
If you're not pussies, we win. Easy.
Yeah, go push.
What a call. If you're not pussies, we win. That's kind of true though.
Just contact
Push
from it.
leaks. Yellow to
Dead.
peek.
I'm dying. City guys, city. Connect them, right side. Peek into one guy was mid.
Okay, where did you start here? You started on
City guys.
A, you're rotating, that's okay.
Right side, peeking together. One guy was mid.
Yeah, your crosshair like wiggles. You peek now, and you like move your crosshair to the left in a weird way, like in a shaky way. Look, you peek, and instead of just stopping here with a counter strafe or doing another counter strafe, you like wiggled your crosshair to the wall. Nice try, you just missed. We're going towards A, this is okay to be close, and this is like a fine angle. You should be peeking in and out. Yeah, you should be peeking in and out here. Don't hold close A main angle. Peek in and out. You're more visible because of being close to the wall. Plus left eye peek. So this guy sees you before you see him if you stand. You need to be like, peek out, hide, peek out, hide.
So shit.
I think this is the end.
I fucking called it.
And you surrender, bro. Never surrender. Never surrender. I know it's a very bad situation, but still, we need to like make your mind strong because playing pugs, you're gonna find a shit ton of people like this. I mean, you're not gonna find them, they're gonna find you by queuing together, but the basic map control things that you should have been doing, right? So how to play this routine better because you played it like a bit off. So you wait for the smoke to pop, right? And then right after it pops, you gotta be quick. So you're just running, like fully sprinting, maybe even take your knife out. So you're just running and instantly throwing the molly, spamming here, and then after a bit of spam you need to go through the smoke. That's how you play this routine. Don't add anything to it. Don't add your spin to this routine, please. Peeking with your teammate mid, so you should have peeked here when your teammate was fighting, just boom. Try to kill this guy. Peek dark cone with better crosshair placement, so yeah, here. You should have just peeked like this. Instead of pressing W and D, you just need to position your crosshair and peek like this. A and D, okay? Don't shoot the walls, so don't try to like scare them by shooting the walls, this is useless. Make the peak slightly bigger, a main example, okay? This is this. Bigger peak, bigger peak, bigger peak, right? So slightly bigger peaks. Here left side of A side when going through A main. Oh yeah, I mean like, boom, boom. And you can like, you know, take a look at this, or maybe even jiggle this for info. Be more useful with Tech 9, you can take the con, as I said. And by the way, you can do it with Tech 9, you can also take mid with, if you are Tech 9 as well, and with a rifle, no problem. So let's say they are smoking mid, right? This is pretty common. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You see the smoke mid, you jump up here, you do the molly, you break it, you peek mid, then you take your knife out, jump across, check this, and now you have mid and you're playing of that, right? So you've never done it, you should do it. Buy full when your teammates are buying, this we don't need to discuss. Fight faster when your teammates are fighting mid, this we don't need to discuss as well. Take map control instead of sitting in front of B. This doesn't really help that you're sitting here, doesn't really do anything in a pug, so just don't do that. If you really want to go in front of B, use this lurk smoke. This is jump throw, running jump throw. You can use a flash. Come over here, wait for spams, maybe spam yourself a bit. Do a molly here. And try to move out in the smoke behind the molly. Try to find a peak like that. Don't ask randomly for your teal. You would be way better just going with your teammates here. Clearing the angles and then like mollying. Just pushing like this and like planting. Better util if you're actually executing this way, better util to execute. This is both running jump throws, so running jump throw for the smoke. Running jump throw for the molly. Way better exec. This smokes the whole heaven area. This molly side, you don't need to worry about those angles, and these angles are more like rotational angles, so you'd worry about them later. Don't try to throw util clear angles, is more important, obviously. Expect right side heaven, you already know that. Don't engage in talking about bullshit, that's mental. Expect ops if it's 5-0, that's also you will know. Buy worse weapons if you're playing against ops, that also you should understand. Bigger jiggles if you're baiting, right? So what I meant here, you should be doing this. Maybe even with your molly out, and then you spot someone, you just do a molly and you hold. Or if your teammate died, let's say jiggles, You could have just done molly, held the molly for a moment, and you're going back, right? Just gotta use that molly. Don't write bullshit on the chat. It's basic shit. Don't write the enemy's position. Obviously, if you're writing the teammate's position. Obviously, if you didn't know, like if you write the teammate's position, the enemies can know where he is, so it's no point. Counter-strafing. I was sarcastic there, by the way. but trust, like it's like just mental. You can't do that ever. Counter-strafing, don't use W and A at the same time. That's pretty obvious. You already know that here. What I meant by swinging wider is like put your crosshair here and like swing, right? So like swing this, swing like past the angle, right? You want to be quick because you are already known. Be more aware of how many people are alive. Yeah, that's obvious stuff. And what I mean about the angle here is that if you want to play a close range angle with an MP9 like that, you can't just stand here. You need to be like peeking in and out, okay? Because if you just stand like this, I'm gonna place a bot. If the guy's coming over here, he sees you like this, right? He's just gonna place a bot, and I'm gonna go like and kill this bot and stand right behind him. So you see a shadow, sure. But does it actually give you a lot of advantage if he's running with a Mach 10, which you knew because... Sorry, I'm looking at the fucking mic instead of camera. Which you knew because it was second round, right? So they could have Mach 10s, so they're gonna be running like crazy. So you knew that, so you want to be catching them on a timing where they're not clearing you, but clearing sides. So here, way better. I mean, if you really want to be like extra freaky, you can, you know, peek in and out over here. I mean, extra freaky, just closer, you know. But yeah, these are all the mistakes. This is everything I spotted, like every small detail you could have done better to not lose 12-0 or 12-2. And yeah, man, thanks for taking this coaching with me, Arik. Let me know how it's overall, like how it's going with your CS. I mean, you're winning the couple last games. And hit me up how your progress is going on Discord. Cheers, man. Peace.